Thanks for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And now let's get into this podversation. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel, and we are going to have a podversation about Yandy and Mendeecees from this show Couples Retreat that comes on VH1. Now, this is a reality show that I did not plan on watching, but there's several couples that are on the show. It's similar to like Marriage Boot Camp that comes on the We Network, and you know, you'll have couples that will come on the show whether they're married or they're not married, and it's mainly for television. Sometimes the couples, they may really be having real issues, and sometimes it's just for them to get a check. Honestly, probably all of them just want to get a check. And when I say that, I mean Ray J and Princess are on here, and they have been in and out of it, filing for divorce, calling it off, back and forth. They pretty much are just doing everything that they're doing right now where it involves their relationship for the views, for the ratings, for social media, and for whatever television show they're going to be on, whether it's Love and Hip Hop or now this Couples Retreat show. But we're going to get into it, and I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section, because even though a lot of people are talking about this, I just wanted to share my thoughts on it and get yours on the Being Beautifully Honest channel, because when I listen to this, I definitely believe Yandy. I believe that what she's saying is true. She said a number of things that she was doing that Mendeecees pretty much denied and said wasn't true. I don't think Yandy would be lying about it, because let's just face it, she and him got married before he went to prison. And then after he went to prison, she revealed on Love and Hip Hop to a couple of her friends. I don't remember everybody, you know, who it was at the time. I think it was Juju and whatever the other chick's name was, the one that got beat down by Christy. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. She revealed to them that she never turned in the paperwork, so they're not like officially married. I don't know if that was just a plot for the television show at the time or if that was actually real, but I'm leaning on the side of it may have been real. Maybe she was just trying to wait on some things to work itself out so that she wouldn't be implicated financially where it involves all of the stuff that was going on with her now husband Mendeecees, because sometimes when it comes to the situations when you have these charges and you not only have to serve time but you also have restitution that you have to pay, they can come after marital assets. So I believe, because Yandy is all about her business and her bag, that's what that was about. But again, I don't know. I don't have any proof that that was actually real, or if that was just a plot and a ploy for the, you know, for the show. But anyway, on this episode, AJ Johnson, who is like the mediator and the counselor and, you know, sort of thing, she sits them down and she's just asking them, you know, like, it's time to get real. So she says, any insecurities between you two? Mendeecees says, no, none. And then AJ said, prison, is that an insecurity? And Yandy says, I feel like when he was locked up, I was locked up. Mendeecees says, but you ain't emailed for 2 months. And Yandy said, yeah, but that's because I was talking to you every day. He's like, no, you weren't. Don't do that. She says, every single day, 3 times a day. And he said, you're lying. You don't even get that many minutes. Yandy said, I spoke to you every day. I don't believe that she was lying about that. I do believe that she actually spoke to him every day. Now, maybe it wasn't every day, 3 times a day, but I do believe she spoke to him every day. And if she did not get to speak to him, then it may have been a problem, because you know that his mom was around and she was going to make sure that Yandy wasn't up to no good. So she would report back to Mendeecees if something she felt like was up. So he said, no, you did not every day. And she said, every single day. And if I didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you know, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the calls I did pick up. Now, here's the thing, because during that scene, during that exchange, AJ says, there's like some discrepancies between the two stories. So like, what really is up? What I believe when it comes to Yandy is that there may have been, if she missed a call from him, then it was a problem. Let's just be real. There probably were times when he was calling her and she was handling business or handling the babies, and she just did not get that actual call, but it wasn't that she just didn't speak to him or she was just ignoring him. And sometimes when people already have thoughts in their mind that they feel like, oh, this person is probably out there doing their thing and cheating on me. So the moment that they're not able to speak to the person, then they're starting to think, okay, well, what are you really doing when the girl ain't even doing nothing? And this chick is definitely loyal and dedicated to him. But anyway, I think that was the issue when it comes to Mendeecees. And so Mendeecees said, I was kind of holding resentment because I said, the moment I step out of here, she'll be blowing my phone up every 5 seconds. So for me, I started to feel like I was put on a shelf and you'll play with me when it's time for me to be free. I wasn't going to allow no one to treat me any different from me being free or me being incarcerated. Treat me the same. Don't mishandle me like that. Not when I gave her the opportunity. If you ever get tired of this and this becomes too much, you're free. I think it would have been selfish of me to try to hold her in a relationship that she didn't want to be in. Anything can happen. People can meet people, fall in love. I didn't want to force nobody to go through something like that with me. Bullcrap. Because let's just face it. He married her for convenience and also to lock her down. I don't understand all of this hold me down type of, talk that people speak these days, but holding somebody down, I'll hold you down if you're right. I'll hold you down if you're treating me right. But this hold me down sort of talk, it seems like, and thank God I don't have this experience, but it seems like that's the talk between people who are in a relationship and involved with somebody who is in and out of jail or prison. And it's like, okay, when I'm locked up and I ain't free, then you make sure you ain't out there doing your own thing. You are going to hold yourself celibate until I'm out, and then we can handle our business then. That's some bullcrap. But anyway, I believe that's the reason why he really married her, because if it were not that, he could have married her well before then. Let's just be real. So that's, that little speech that he said is just some bullcrap. So Yandy says, the fact that you always said you don't have to do this, that was offensive. You would say you could leave, and it would be the simplest of things like, I missed your phone call, I didn't pick up, or I didn't email you. That made me feel like it wasn't that much of a fight for you. It was easy to let me go. Nobody that's your woman wants to feel like they're easier to get over. And that is true. And that's the kind of talk from somebody who is just really like, I could live with you or without you. Nobody just off the rip just says that if they, call you and you miss their call. And he's he seems to be like the jealous type, but also a lot of the jealous types are the types that will screw around on you. And he clearly has a number of different baby moms. So let's just be real. So he said, if I could deal with my mom leaving me, and that's the trauma, I feel like I could deal with anybody leaving me. Well, that might be true. And Yandy said, I want for better or for worse. That's what I give. And he said, that's the same thing I signed up for, right? She said, nobody wants to feel like they are easy to get over. I think you had a lot of time on your hands, and I think with that time, I did a damn good job. I say that to you all the time. If the roles were reversed, would you hold me down? And then he says, if the shoes were on the other foot, I don't know what I would be able to do. First and foremost, he paused before he even said that. And she says, and that's a problem. Now, see, that really is a problem, but I don't really know why she's surprised, because again, he wasn't rushing to marry her before these charges happened, and then he got sentenced and he knew that he was going to be going away. So he's just being honest. He's telling the truth, Yandy. And truth, a lot of times, it hurts. But lies hurt more in the long run than the truth does. And even though that truth may hurt her, I really don't think she's really surprised. I mean, do you guys think she's really surprised? Because let's think back to another reality show. Do you remember The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Do you remember Phaedra and Apollo? Phaedra and Apollo were married before. Well, first of all, he had been in prison before, so she already knew what she was getting involved with. And Yandy to a certain extent as well. But I'm saying all of that to say, when all of the stuff was going down with Apollo and he got charged and he had to go to court and all that other stuff, all of that stuff was filmed for the cameras, and Phaedra didn't even go to court. She did not even go to court. She took her kids, she went on a retreat, she went to a penthouse suite with her kids and security, and she went away from the mansion, and she left Apollo to fend for himself. And we saw it all play out. Now, 99.9% of us believe that Phaedra knew exactly what Apollo had going on and what he was into. So she was actually just trying to cover and protect herself by making it seem like she was shocked and surprised and she didn't want to have anything to do with it and she wanted to salvage her good name. But this was her husband. And that's why even myself at the time when I was watching it, when it was playing out at the time, I felt like she was wrong, because I was like, girl, that's your husband. And you supposedly being this astute, very knowledgeable, very skilled attorney with all of this experience, you didn't know that your husband was doing the stuff that he was doing. You thought that he was going to a regular 9 to 5 or whatever he claimed that he was doing every day. You did not have any inkling of what he was doing. Come on, girl. I mean, even Todd called her out about that, about one season after all of that went down, after Phaedra and Yandy had the falling out. But anyway, even Phaedra was like, I ain't holding this nigga down. And excuse my language, but yeah, that's pretty much what she said. I am not holding him down. She said, I see myself happy, I see myself married again, and I see myself divorced. She said those words, and she said, I'm out, peace. I'm not holding you down. I'm not even going to show up to court with you. So the fact that Yandy is hurt, I understand, because she really does love this dude. But truth hurts sometimes, but he's not lying. He's telling you the truth. Take the truth, take it for what it's worth. And if you're going to stick with him and you're going to stick around for what possibly could come in the future, then you already got your warning signs. You already got the danger red flashing, signals. And if you continue to proceed anyway, then whatever comes later on, you signed up for it. So I really want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section, because even though as a woman, I definitely feel for her. And I'll even say this. When he mentioned about, when I'm out, she'll probably be blowing up my phone every 5 minutes. Listen to what he is saying when he says that. If you're home, I don't have to blow your phone up every 5 minutes. And I mean, he's exaggerating by him saying, she'd be calling me every 5 minutes. So what he's saying by that is that when I'm out, I'm not going to be home much. So she'll be blowing up my phone, wanting to know where I am. That's basically what he's saying. So him calling her all the time, and she may have missed a call here and there and wasn't able to take his call every single time that he called, because like she said, I have 5 companies, I have these babies, who's going to take care of these bills? Like, she was holding down the household and everything for the most part, financially, and also trying to be there emotionally, spiritually, definitely physically for her family, and all that shit is tiring. So like, what do you want the girl to do? She's not Superwoman, but we women, especially a lot of Black women, we seem like in our head, in our heart, we can do it all, but physically it really is impossible. We do a lot, but all of that stuff that she was doing for him, I mean, if that's what she chose to do, great, and definitely she chose to do that. But he revealed a lot in that little line when he said, if I was out, she would be blowing up my phone every 5 minutes. What he basically is saying is that I ain't really around a lot. So the fact that they even got married, he definitely tried to lock her down so that she could quote unquote hold him down. So when he revealed that if the shoe was on the other foot, I don't know if I could do the same thing, he knows that he wouldn't, and he revealed the truth. So as much as the truth may hurt Yandy, I mean, that's really what it is. So you have to take it for what it's worth, brush it off. If you're going to continue to stay in it, then you just have to deal with the consequences of it. And if you get the boldness and the bravery and the courage to get up and leave, then, you know, so be it as well. You're greater without the baggage than with it. That's my opinion. I feel that, you know, they say I can do bad by myself. No, I can do better by myself. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. And until the next time, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm just being beautifully honest.